on the 7.11.4 so to talk about the orientation after we know the page size. So let's come to here. The orientation is just very simple. It's just our landscape or portrait. Two by default is portrait. If you are familiar with the words, these two the value is on the wd.orientations this enumerated type, and that is unsected under the section. So now you know again is why we introduce section, because some type is only applied to section, not directly called to the document level. So let's see. From here, we will see 7.11.4 orientation. Let's use this one py. So we do this from. So by default, is orientation is portrait. Let's try to change that to the this horizontal, the landscape. So docx import document, and we give this doc, and we save. And we are in the 7.11 working directory, so that's okay to save 7.11.4.1 docx. So let's run. So we get our file here. So we should load from this enumerated parts to get these sections, this type. So you can select from here. Then after we have our document initialed, let's make our document section select. So we don't create new, we don't need to do that. We just assign a variable to this default section. Then we can try to check what's the current orientation. Print section orientation. So let's see. So what I can do here. So portrait, and let's do the change. So section dot orientation change to wd dot landscape, and then we print this again. So now it's good. It's back to the, not back to, it's changed to the landscape. Let's see from here. And if you see from this page, so looks like it's still the orientation is in the portrait. So that is the tricky, as I mentioned in the last video, is the real the result is looks like not like we expected. The word is still the portrait, because from the idea is we already set that as a landscape, and is also print that is landscape. The problem actually is only change this orientation property is not enough, or this cannot face those results. So let's do the manually change the width and height. So that is why is I want to have another code to compare to py. So let's copy something. So we need those. So we can have all these 4, and then we will have the last. We will create the number 2. So let's save, and I got this file. So it's a portrait for now. So let's create this section. So section orientation, this one we also need. And then we after we change this, we did this tricky. So we load, retrieve these sections page width and height. We gave our section page height, and then we do this way. So section page width equal to height, and at the same time, a section page height equal to width. After that, let's run this, and let me see from our section number 2. So now it's perfect. It's getting the landscape. Let's also see from here. It's landscape. So landscape means you only change this property for the orientation. It's not make working. The real working is you need to swap this height and width. And if you even this if you make this one is not set that, you just swap this height and width, is also work. So that is the tricky part, as I mentioned, but I still suggest is you set this property and you swap the width and height, because even this you can ignore this, but if you change this one and print this sections property, orientation property, is still the portrait, but you swap their page and width. So that will be not so clear, and the people, when they read your the code, will be misled. So try to use this as both altogether. And then let's talk about the margin. So margin is just very simple. So it's just our margin has this sections for property. So directly go to the section property. And let's create a sample to show you directly. So margin.py. So let's type the code from here. So import document, and we will have this length. So .x. I hope now you are familiar with those. So let's use this cm, and then let me initial the document, and finally I save this document. So 7.11.5. So before I move on, similarly, let's ensure we create our documents. Then it's starting to have our section point to the default section is index 0. Then print section dot top margin dot cm. And then I copy this for 3 times. So we can have the bottom, left, right. So let's print. So the top and the bottom are same, and the left and the right are same. So now let's do the change. So after we change, we will print those again. So what we will change is just set directly. So top margin equal to. So now is the 2.54. So let's use the cm. To make just I use the 2. So and then the bottom, I use 1. just try to use some the different. So this one is use just 1.5, and the right use a very huge, right? So let's see here. So 2 top in the CN. So let me save this. It's no change. So that is interesting. CM. Oh, so margin. So I have the typo. So MARGIN. So here. Save this. And now you can see the 2, 1, 1.5, 4. So those are the margins. So you just need to remember is how you can set value directly to them. The gutter is are also simple things. Let's create this. So let's make the from.x import document, and we give our here they should have this slash backslash. So docx shared import cm. Doc equal to document, and section equal to doc sections. Try to, like me, is just type your code is them repeatedly, so that you can have some sense in your mind. So section.gutter.cm. So I just print this one, and let's see. No, gutter. Oh, it's a 0, 0. So I don't save that. Now is I like change this margin. You can directly change the gutter to cm. Maybe I put this 0, 0. I put that in 1.0. And then I print this again. It's a very easy. So now you have your gutter. So this kind of those definitions. And also you have some more properties you can set gutter, like it's whether it's in the left, in the right. So you can read less demo to you. So Python, you can check the docx and the page gutter. If you search on this, you can get to here. So working with the section, let's see the properties. Where is the margin? We have that. Where is the gutter? Document. Here, section object. These are the margin gutter here. So length object represent the gutter size. Read right, you can have this gutter. Setting apply to all page of the section. So inner, even pay margin after page binding. Gutter line. And break and spacing. Let me see. They have is a multiple line gutter size. So what I'm trying to look is like this. this way. So if we open one Word document, if you come to here, so you can see here the gutter. So we should have this gutter position. So whether this gutter is on the left or on the top. But on here, I looks like it's there's no such gutter position. Size, index, so gutter section attribute. Possible is on this library, we cannot directly set the gutter, the positions. So position of this can change, not this. So that is the interesting parts. The primary function you can find from this library to control the word, but maybe some precisely the settings element may not be useful or the available in this library, but we can keep learning from this formal document. And I also find those documents is kept the updated and some contents already refreshed compared to the Word, this book. Okay, so that is these videos, and in the next video, I will move to this header footer, and then we see how we can make the different page in the different style. So that is the last part of this page setup. So see you then.